love or was it really all a test? I've been struggling so hard, shit, I've been trying to do my best. I've been seeing all the shit that you've been tweeting in the text. I be looking at my phone like, oh fuck it, we'll say less. Now I play, bitches call my phone and I skate.
B show, everything was flipped turned upside down. From new champions being crowned, to a heist being pulled, to a serial killer adding a new victim to his resume, to even Superman getting embarrassed after a classic Rumble, after a classic No Way Out, the stars were aligning for WrestleMania 25 to be nothing short of a classic. As the weeks went by, the card was shaping up to be special. Cena and Edge were gonna go at it, the Hardy Boys were gonna kill each other in an Extreme Rules match, the Undertaker's 16-0 streak was up against Mr. WrestleMania. That itself made the show must-see, but nothing, yo, nothing compared.
What did the Undertaker streak get to? His streak got to like what, that nigga shit got to like 30 and something, 31 or something, 21? I always feel like the Undertaker streak was longer than that. Like, I feel like Undertaker should have like 35 and 1 or something like. Well, they should have never ended it, to tell you the truth. But I'm surprised it's only 21. Okay.
Compared to what was gonna go down in the main event. Randy Orton at this point was carrying.
Now, I do know that sounds stupid because that means his old ass will be extra old if he's 35. If he got a 35 streak. But I just, knowing how much they hyped it up, I just thought it was like much more than that though. But 21 is impressive still. It don't matter.
Carrying the company on his back. He was carrying the entire WrestleMania build on his back, and after No Way Out, just when we thought this monster couldn't be more evil, he was about to be featured on America's Most Wanted. Randy by March had already punted Vince, already destroyed Shane, was heading to the main event of WrestleMania, but as a great man once said,
it could have ended early, but nobody wanted to do it. Word?
Just when you thought the storyline couldn't get more nuts, Randy Orton does this to
Lisa, think about the sub. That Stephanie RKO was crazy.
Stephanie, resulting in Triple H running out to save her and for the first time ever acknowledging their real-life marriage on television. And just like that, the WrestleMania main event got lit on fire. But what preceded this, let's just say the streets will never forget. See, normally the RKO would have been enough to make this feud hot and justified as the rightful main event of WrestleMania. But why? Why would we stop there? Not this year. Osama bin Orton pulled up to Raw, handcuffed Triple H to the torn buckle, DDT'd Steph in front of him, and then proceeded to kiss a dead Stephanie. Monday Night Raw in March.
Bro, this was a menace, bro. Like, that's why John Cena was my favorite wrestler. But I hated Randy Orton because I hated heels, but now that I got older and I can appreciate what this mother did, Randy Orton might be my number 2. That was crazy.
Of 2009 went off the air with Triple H.
To be honest, bro, I always root for the bad guys. When I watch like movies, whatever, I be rooting for the bad guys. Why the was I not rooting for Randy? That mother was crazy, bro. Yo, what is that? I don't know
Being brought to tears.
What was that donation? What was that link? Y'all be careful going over these potholes in Houston. Oh! God damn. I hope gang eye. Holy shit. Say wasting it. Hey, let's watch this wrestling video, bro.
Because of Randy Orton. This guy.
Why ain't say what you mean, bro?
This guy right here was reaching generational levels.
God, bro.
This iteration of Randy's character was the most evil, most psychotic character we had seen in a long time, possibly ever. Just casually in a span of 3 months, he took out the entire McMahon family. Where was Linda's old ass at? He was out here kissing Stephanie in front of Triple H while he cried and screamed. Yo,
look how he looked.
This was for me the single most shocking ending to Raw I had ever seen. This was up there with a limo explosion because I remember going to school the next day and every single kid was talking about what the hell went down, and it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, wrestling is fake, we know that, but that Randy Orton, that had to be real. And what made it special for me was I became a huge Randy Orton fan at this time, and maybe that was a red flag. Maybe my mom should have took me to a therapist, but you know what, she didn't, and here we are. But I was 10 years old, and after seeing this, Randy became my guy. I wanted to.
Can y'all hear me crunching on these chips?
Be just like.
Or is the video perfectly lined up so it's masking the crunches?
Randy Orton. I wanted to get my own sleeve of tattoos done just like him.
Good God, I'm gonna mute. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I wanted to get a buzz cut just like him. I wanted to be dripping in oil. Wait, what? I wanted to be Randy Orton. It was legendary TV, and it's hard to explain how wild it was to see Triple H cry, and then Triple H gets all mad and he pulls up to Randy's house, throws him out the window. It was just a beautiful angle, and it was fun for me because I had seen this all come to fruition. I was there for a little bit of the Evolution days. I remember the rated RKO days, and I remember buying No Mercy 07, wanting to see Cena versus Orton, and instead, what did I get? I got Orton beating the hell out of Triple H and leaving with the title. I had seen it all, but now this was different. Now
nigga kicked everybody, bro.
2009, I was older, and I was Team Randy Orton. I wanted to see Triple H get punted. I wanted to see him cry. I had no sympathy for the McMahons or Triple H. Saddam Orton was my guy, and he literally evolved into the best character we had seen since probably Stone.
Go back. What am I going back for? I've seen this. I've seen everything. React, nigga. I am reacting. God, what the fuck you niggas want me to do?
Randy Orton was about that life, and he was about to reach that status where he could have been the heel of a generation. And it was all leading to WrestleMania 25, the main event, Randy versus Triple H. Somebody
I might gotta go to bed if this not reacting. I'm going to bed.
DV0 Wolfgang 7 cheered X200. This was one of my favorite Randy clips. Here the link.
Let me see. React harder. Lord have mercy.
Reckless Frog _TV cheered X200. No, fuck Randy Orton. He the reason I got my ass beat when I was a kid. My little bro was talking shit and my dad was RKO his ass. Then he started crying and I was trying to get him to stop crying, but my dad heard and all I saw
Randy
was a
didn't
belt.
tell you to do that.
Felt
Randy,
like I was in 1700s.
Randy ain't tell your motherfucking ass to do that. You know, they say don't try this at home. Now what is this? Oh, I seen this. I just seen this. This thing was a fucking menace, bro. Bro, fucking crazy. Kick this nigga. Did I mute the tab or some shit? Oh, I did. Bro, Randy that dude, bro.
Was gonna win. This was 2009. This was peak villain era. This was months after The Dark Knight had just come out and society fell in love with the Joker. People wanted to see the bad guy win, and Randy Orton, it doesn't get more evil than this. Cena and Edge were probably gonna wrestle, right? Matt versus Jeff.
Trey needs to be punted. Why the fuck would you want to see that?
The most hyped up WrestleMania main event in years. The stars were aligning for WrestleMania 25 to be nothing short of a classic. The show begins, and as pyro lights up Reliant Stadium, I gotta say, from the blue to the lighting to the pyro.
Reliant Stadium. Oh, these niggas in the city.
To the stage, what a
they
beautiful
in the city.
WrestleMania this was.
I know I had to be sick as fuck. WrestleMania here and my broke ass at home. Well, I had to be born poor.
And what better way to start off Mania but with a Money in the Bank match? Those were the days. And
oh my god,
awesome
bro!
Money in the Bank match. These 8 men wanted to prove something on this night. They wanted to prove that they were down to die for the briefcase, and they did exactly that. Yo, some of the spots in this match were just straight up dangerous.
Houston sucks, nigga. You and every bad bitch, you know that ain't true.
But for some reason on this night, everything just felt a little more crazy and more riskier than usual.
Damn.
I really remember thinking that this would be Christian's night, and this was also the night where, as a young fan, Kofi Kingston went crazy, and he instantly made me believe
this, bruh.
Hold on, bro. Hey, no more links. We gotta stay focused on the video, but this is the last one. Stream elements. Bang. Wait, can I see this? Last link. Bang, bang. Oh no, I already seen that, nigga. I already seen this. This nigga spamming this motherfucking shit on his head. My bad, gang. I wish I ain't react to it already. I already seen that shit, bro. We got the same stupid ass algorithm.
Kofi showed out. Shelton Benjamin once again showed out. And this match did confirm, though, that yeah, Shelton was forever sadly going to be a Money in the Bank merchant in the company. This was a great match.
Yes, fucked up, bro. Shelton be having all the good spotlights.
Are unforgivable, but sadly, that's never gonna happen. CM Punk winning was a genuine surprise. Even going back and looking at predictions from the time, everyone was predicting anyone but Punk to win. People thought MVP might win, Christian, but no one thought CM Punk would go back to back, but he did. Well deserved, great match to open the show, and Punk winning back to back.
Nigga, kick the flame.
Fun moment. So what a way to start off Mania, and to follow this, what do we get, boys and girls? Do we get lucky and get another good match to get?
Why did the niggas say Cold Cheese Mania?
This card was pretty stacked. No, we get a travesty. 8 men just went crazy to open up WrestleMania. Well, it's time to get the most stupid and most pointless segment and match in WrestleMania history to follow it up. I can't think of anything more stupid that's went down at WrestleMania since then than this. I really can't. Kid Rock pulls up, okay, and decides to perform some songs, and at first it's fine. He does the typical bow with the bang a dang diggity song, and you know, we can pretend it's 99 again. It's fine, we're having a good time. But the issue is he keeps going and going and going. My brothers in Christ, my brothers in whatever. Kid Rock performs for 12 minutes. WrestleMania
Hell
just
no.
30. Why the fuck are we getting tortured already? He's there performing his Mickey Mouse songs, and the crowd does not care whatsoever. They're just there like, where's the Undertaker at? The whole point of this turns out to—
Man, get this bitch ass nigga off the stage. Like, I'm trying to watch some motherfucking wrestling, nigga. Like, fuck you, yo. I think they was just trying to make it like a grand thing like the Super Bowl. But get this bitch ass nigga out of here, nigga. What the fuck is what's Jeff Hardy?
be a way to have the divas make their entrance. Yes, for all the divas to make their entrance for the
kill it, come on now.
Royal. Please, ladies, before you get to the ring, make sure you twerk on Kid Rock or give him a kiss or something, or else you're fired. So that takes up like 12 minutes of our time, and then just to make things better, we get the most bullshit quick, get in, get out, 5-minute battle royal you will ever see in your life. I swear to God, these poor girls were out here I can't even talk, eliminating themselves, and it was just so sad. You had women in this match who hadn't appeared in the company for years just to not get mentioned, no shout outs, commentary is sleeping. Molly Holly hadn't been seen since like 04, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Poor Molly Holly, poor Tori Wilson, and just to show you how much the company—
Man, they did Diva so wrong back then, bro. That shit was fucked up, bro.
Respected their women in 09. A man won. Santino Marella dressed up as a woman.
Hell no! Santino Marella fucking won.
Come Santino
Get
Marella,
the fuck
and
out of here.
Hey, what do I even say?
Oh,
What
bad.
was the point of this? Why not just have Beth Phoenix win or something? I'm honestly surprised that in the McMahon doc on Netflix, Vince didn't come out and like pat himself on the back and talk about how, you know, we were ahead of the curve when it came to gender, they, thems, and—
Yo, who is this woman name again? It's not Stacy Keibler. I fucking know who this is. I seen her wrestle. Fuck, I'm gonna be mad when y'all say her fucking name. Candice Michelle. No, that's not a Candice Michelle. Is it Candice Michelle? Ain't Candice Michelle like, no, yeah, it is Candice Michelle because Michelle McCool is Undertaker's wife. That's Candice Michelle.
On the back and talk about how, you know, we were ahead of the curve when it came to gender, they, thems, and things of that nature. Look at our 2009 Miss WrestleMania. Absolutely.
That ain't no damn one, young.
Listen, Santino was hilarious, great performer, but the segment started with a 12-minute Kid Rock concert and ends with Santino Marella winning a women's battle. What are we doing
What the
here?
fuck?
Stupidest 20 minutes in WrestleMania. This is up there with Lawler versus Cole. And yes, this whole thing took 20 minutes, but whatever, it's done. Hopefully this doesn't affect any other matches tonight, right? Because, you know, that would be a shame. But we get back on track because the next match we get is like the definition of bipolar.
Bro, look at this.
So in
This shit is
2008,
a fire ass
movie, The
like
Wrestler, came out,
background.
and the world went crazy, rightfully so. It was a movie about—
I gotta watch this movie. I never watched it. I heard it was fire.
the old washed up wrestler who, despite being a huge star in the 80s, ends up being a broken down man, basically a cripple, who has to wrestle on the indie scene to make
It's
ends
tough.
meet. And well, the company wanted to capitalize off that and had Jericho
I'm glad
in
this
his
reminded
evil
me.
2008, 2009 prime go out there and disrespect the legends of the WWE for being just
Damn.
like the wrestler. So the idea at first
He
was
punched
for
the shit out of
Jericho
Rick.
and Mania first to take on Mickey Rourke. That didn't work out for a bunch of reasons. Then it was for Jericho to take on 3 legends of the past managed by Ric Flair, and it's like, all right, that's kind of cool. It is WrestleMania 25, might as well honor some legends. So Jericho thought,
I know that
hey,
ain't
let's
Jimmy
bring in
Superfly
Lawler,
Snuka.
you know, let's bring in this guy, that guy. But Vince said no. You have to have legends that wrestled at WrestleMania 1. The issue was like
Vince, why?
60% of those guys are dead or can't move anymore.
Why, bro?
But YOLO, here we were, WrestleMania 25, Jericho versus Superfly Snuka.
Man, look how Superfly Snuka look, man. Then you got fucking Piper and then Ricky, what's my dog, Steamboat or something like that. What the fuck is these old niggas doing, man? Jericho about to whoop these niggas' ass.
Roddy Piper and Ricky Steamboat, and at first it is just sad. Like,
What
Jericho
the
just had
fuck
best
is
year of his
this
career,
shit,
and what's his
man?
reward? He's out here wrestling Superfly Snuka. Who
Man, this nigga titties deflated, bro. Get Jimmy the super fly. The fuck out of here.
Probably doesn't even remember his own name at this point, let alone what he did in 1983. Snuka and Piper had no reason being this. I am surprised.
Yo, I don't know. This just reminded me of watching Jimmy. I have somehow got a fucking old wrestling DVD or something. Or was it YouTube? I think it was an old wrestling DVD of these. It's like this indie wrestling scene where these niggas was wrestling in dead ass a high school gym, and Jimmy Superfly Snuka was in there trying to do moves, and he was extra fucking old. I was like, oh my fucking God, he's trying to hurt himself. Someone get Grandpa the fuck down. Like, these old niggas don't know how to stop.
They made it out alive. But what makes this match so memorable and kind of awesome, I mean, no, not awesome, is Ricky Steamboat. A man who hadn't wrestled a match since 1994 goes out there and he goes crazy.
Wait a minute.
When Jericho
that old nigga is moving.
It's beautiful. It is actually beautiful. 56 years old, hadn't wrestled in
what
15 years since WCW, and he did his thing. It was so cool.
What the fuck is wrong with them guys all doing this?
One of his favorite wrestlers was Steamboat, and despite Snuka and Roddy basically being decrepit, Steamboat and Jericho had 70,000 people going nuts. Steamboat was out here moving like he was 35. Jericho got the win, and somehow the match that started off as the saddest, most depressing WrestleMania match I've seen in a long time. A match where I was 99% sure we were going to see a cardiac arrest.
Hey, bro, so you could have kept Unk ass at home. Red Ricky Steamboat, so I can see from the highlights, that nigga was moving. They should never have an old person jumping from the top ropes. Old people can literally fall, and that might be it for them. Why do you have him jumping on his 50, 60-something-year-old ankles, okay? That man's 60. His ankles could have been fucking cooked. Vince, you're not seeing heaven.
Arrest take place turned into this, something super memorable and special, and this was so good that the next month, Steamboat and Jericho had a one-on-one match at Backlash. I don't usually rate matches, but this was easily 3 stars, which, listen, when 2 of the 4 wrestlers in the match almost died,
hell
3
no.
stars is a miracle. Great moment and a pretty fun segment. It was then time for Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy in an Extreme Rules match.
I don't remember this Matt Hardy wearing tight
match,
shit. This is
believe
disgusting.
it, for people of a certain age, including myself at the time. This one is interesting. This is a match that for a lot of people over the years has been forgettable or whatever, or it fell below expectations, but I can't lie, I always thought this match was pretty good.
Ooh.
Now listen, did they spend a lot of time setting up spots? They did, and that really hurts it. Did Matt Hardy winning make me depressed and make me want to throw up? Of course it did. It's Matt Hardy. Ew. But this was pretty good. Maybe it's because I was a Hardy Boys mark. Maybe it's because 2009 Jeff Hardy. Maybe it's because these idiots were pretty reckless.
This was
but
heat?
They did the best they could with what they had. It was violent. Jeff Hardy did this. And
Damn!
it still makes my neck hurt to this day. But man, if Jeff somehow kicked out of this, I don't know
what
how,
the
and got up
fuck?
and won the match, the stadium would have
Smash look gas.
gone nuts. I think this match gets too much hate. People online would have you think this was a stinker. Not at all. The main problem with this match was it was actually cut short because something prior went too long. And if only there was something earlier on this show that was completely unnecessary.
Fuck you, Kid Rock. You make this fucking match go short.
I hate you, Kid Rock. We then got a 30-second match for the IC title. And
hell no. I know the Rey Mysterio don't got on the Joker set.
Unnecessary. I hate you, Kid Rock. We then got a
this shit fire and weak at the same time. I know niggas finna be like, yeah, I'm hating. This match look crazy.
30-second match for the IC title in which JBL loses and retires. I mean, it was 30 seconds. You can't really complain about that. It was a good time. At this point, it was...
Wait, what?
Rock. We then got a 30-second match for the IC title in which JBL loses and retires. I mean, it was 30 seconds. You can't really complain about that. It was a good time.
At this point, 30 seconds?
It was a pretty enjoyable WrestleMania, all things considered, and realistically, the fate of the show still laid in the big 3 matches. If they delivered...
He retired after that? Wait, was that legitimate his last time wrestling? Don't tell me my dog JBL went out. Yeah? No? Yeah, legit? Yeah, I think so. A nigga saying no. Okay. He back now? JBL ain't back wrestling. Oh my God. I think so actually. Oh. No way in hell. They made my nigga JBL go out on the 30-second match. You could at least gave him a... Let me see this motherfucking match. No fucking way they did this to JBL. In his home state. $25.
The splash!
Read TFM message, put it again. This shit done pissed me off. No way in hell they did my nigga like that, bro. He had back problems while the match was short. Fuck. All right. I'll understand it then.
This WrestleMania
Go to hell. Could have put him in a tag team match or something. Fuck.
it would have been perfectly fine and it would have been a classic. And well, at least we got the greatest WrestleMania match of all time next. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I'm gonna play schedule 1. I'm gonna play it soon too, so y'all can.
Hasn't been said before.
I know y'all want to see me.
In my opinion, the single greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Everything about this was absolutely perfect. Perfect from the entrances to being total opposites. One coming from up above and all white, so one coming from
hard.
Black, to the moves, to the teases, to the botches.
I do remember this being a fire match.
To everything else, absolutely perfect. Back in 09 as a kid, I didn't know what this match was gonna be like. Like I was too young to expect a classic. I knew it was gonna be a good match, but it wasn't like I was watching this waiting for this to be a classic.
The second greatest match I ever watched was number 1.
Watching and enjoying, and as time went on and on and on, it just rocked my world and everyone else was watching at the time. What I love about this match, what everyone loves about this match, is everything matters in this match.
It's on WWE 2K24. Okay.
Just wrestle for 15 minutes and then we'll do a finisher spam, and then the fans can start cheering and jumping around. No, listen. Choke slams are gonna get reversed into cross faces. Shawn's gonna try for a super kick. Undertaker was out here doing when have you
That super kick was horrible.
cross faces. Shawn's gonna try for a super kick.
Oh, that super kick was absolutely horrible. Let's not shit on a great match.
Undertaker was out here doing when have you ever seen the Undertaker doing roll-ups? Taker can't hit a choke slam still. Shawn can barely hit a sweet chin music. Everything was so deserved and earned in this match. So when they do
Let's
start
move
doing
past
the
it, I
finishers,
know.
Taker doesn't just hit a last ride. No, we get like the deadliest last ride ever.
Damn!
It was just so unexpected at the time, especially for a young fan like me. It was unlike any match I'd ever seen in WrestleMania or in the WWE, other than maybe Shawn versus Angle, but I never thought Taker would be in something like this. And because Taker was in it, it just made it more magical. And people now in 2025 would tell you, oh, it's overrated, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, it's not that good. No, listen, this is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. And the reason why I love this match more than the one they had the next year at WrestleMania 26, obviously it's a surprise factor, it's the original, but I love how not clean it is. I love that there are botches, that Undertaker almost died diving out of the ring. I love that the moves sometimes don't connect properly.
Oh, I don't remember that. Oh my fucking goodness, this nigga almost killed himself.
Or that they had to be earned, and it's like, what was that? It felt real in a sense, not in a sense of danger or like, oh, they're shooting brother, but in a sense of this was just a competition and they were doing everything they could do to win. And in competitions, things don't go smoothly. They can't be picture perfect.
Run that back, man. This nigga almost died.
I love that there are botches, that Undertaker almost died diving out of the ring. I love that the move.
Oh my fucking goodness. Look how he looked. He was like, Lord, thank you for saving me. Hell nah, bro.
Sometimes don't connect properly, or that they had to be earned, and it's like, what was that? It felt real in a sense, not in a sense of danger or like, oh, they're shooting brother, but in a sense of this was just a competition and they were doing everything they could do to win. And in competitions, things don't go smoothly. They can't be picture perfect. It's supposed to be a fight, right? It just felt so authentic. And Jim Ross on the call, the blue lights are on bright, and listen.
Damn.
Shawn been hit with this choke slam, okay? Shawn had been hit with the last ride. So what does Taker do? Shawn tries to skin the cat. Undertaker catches him in the tombstone, tongue out like Jordan, and what happens? HBK kicks out. HBK kicks out. When HBK kicked out of the tombstone and we got that legendary call, and Undertaker was just there like, what? My shirt was off in 09. My shirt was off in 2025 rewatching this. That Shawn Michaels kick, it's not hyperbole. It's not a commentary call. It was genuinely an outer body experience. What else can you ask for? It doesn't get better than this. And what does Taker do? Right? Well, let's do it again. I hate when
was in tears watching,
and then they just react for like 20 minutes and then don't try to do it again. No, he instantly goes for it again. There's logic. Taker knows that. Tombstone again, but nah, DDT out of nowhere, and it wasn't clean. But that's what made it better. Taker kicks out of a sweet chin music. I'm gonna
have to go back and rewatch this match low-key one of these days because this bitch looks straight gas.
Chest like Matthew McConaughey. And how does this end? The best way possible. Shawn Michaels goes for a moonsault for the industry, for the business, for his legacy, for his broken back, and Taker catches him in midair, almost drops him, not clean whatsoever, but once again made it even better. Tombstone, 1, 2, 3, 30 minutes later, it was over. This is it, man. Maybe it's a hot take. I think the match they had the next year at 26 is amazing, but I really think that this is on another level. And
He talks about the spot. Let me see.
This is the closest thing that I ever had to a perfect match.
I swear.
And it wasn't perfect.
YouTube, go fuck yourself for this stupid ass glitch.
This is the closest thing that I ever had to a perfect match. And it wasn't perfect because
YouTube!
this is the closest thing that I ever had to a perfect match. And it wasn't perfect. This is the closest thing that I ever had to a perfect match. And it wasn't perfect because he missed me.
My fucking goodness.
Now, you can see Shawn pushing the referee and then going to pull the guy. Do you think maybe it was Shawn that didn't pull him closer to you?
So this is something that you can't rehearse, right?
Right.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. And then when you see a 6'9" missile
Holy
coming at you,
fuck.
it's just like, I don't know that I want to really. I mean, he made an effort.
Now, what were you feeling after when you hit the floor?
So I got my bell rung here. I mean, this is close because there is my head.
Ooh.
That's close.
Now, would you say it's lucky that you kind of tilted your head a little bit?
If
so
I
you
had
on
to
the
tilt
upper
my
back?
head, I'd
You'd
break my
your
neck.
Yeah.
This is the close.
Holy shit, bro. These wrestling niggas is fucking crazy, boy. What the fuck, bro? Trey, leave me alone. What the fuck is going on? Stop spamming. This is the closest.
Their 26 match, it's a notch below. I don't think they're equals. This is perfection. The things that I would do to be able to watch this for the first time again, I will never forget watching this. My jaw was on the floor, and as cheesy as it sounds, this match, this is WrestleMania. This is the quintessential WrestleMania match, the greatest Mania match of all time. It doesn't get better than this. What a time to be alive. Well, that's one way to make sure WrestleMania ends up being a classic, and after that masterpiece, as long as the main event's delivered from here on out, we were golden.
Close the doors.
And
what?
although it was going to be tough to follow that, it was then time for John Cena versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, it's a big show.
I thought
Leave
if
me
I
the
just
fuck
pretended
alone,
that Cena
heroes.
versus Edge at Mania happened this year, that maybe it actually did. We never
Why
got
Big
Edge
Show
versus
ass
Cena
in this
at Mania,
match?
Not in 09, not ever. It was right there. It was Edge versus Cena.
Oh, yeah, this
world
entrance was
title,
fire.
WrestleMania, let's go. But why? Why would we get that? Why would we get that? Why would the fans get what they want and not instead let's add a 500-pound cheeseburger fiend who for some reason Vicky Guerrero is cheating on Edge with, and before you knew it, WrestleMania 25 was blessed with Edge versus Cena versus The Big Show. Alright, I've already talked about this match so many times in terms of the
Yo, respectfully, bro, I don't got no respect for Big Show motherfucking ass late in his wrestling career. This nigga was just a big fat ass nigga in the ring, man. Get out of the fucking ring. You moving slow. Your shoes look soft. Your moves look weak. Real shit. Get out of the ring, bro.
disappointment of Big Show being added. So, there's no point of keep going over that over and over again. But the thing is, despite this
That's ironic.
having
Get
the
your ass
Big
out of
Show
here, man.
added in, right? This was such a letdown regardless.
Did this nigga just try to hit a super
This
kick?
match having the Big Show added in, right? This was such a letdown.
Man, that weak ass side kick, man. The nigga leg barely got up. The nigga hit a nigga with one of these, man. The nigga got up and said, like, come on, my nigga. We got John Cena and Edge in the ring. You talking about something? Fuck are you doing, bro? Let's go. Yo, this shit just pissed me off, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Let's keep this shit going, yo. That move was so motherfucking trash, boy.
Regardless, this was just not a WrestleMania co-main event level.
Why would you
match.
gift
The
that?
sad part is, it could have
Zesty
been.
kick.
Big Show hate aside, this was a solid match. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. This was a solid, fine match, but it wasn't WrestleMania World Title level. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think it suffered that much taking place after Taker versus Shawn, because if anything, a triple threat match is the perfect match to follow up a classic like that, because you have 3 different wrestlers to go in and out doing their thing and keep things fresh and exciting. You can have a lot of fun and a lot of action and keep the crowd awake, but the thing is, they only got 14 minutes and it just never felt like they kicked into the next gear. This is the type of world title match that you would open WrestleMania with these days. It was just missing something. They only got 14 minutes. They never got to tweak. It just didn't feel like a WrestleMania match. And that's what sucks, because even with the Big Show, this could have been a WrestleMania banger. And it felt like a house show main event. They just played it so safe. But the only thing people remember from this match was the Cena entrance and of course this. Was it a bad match? Of course not. But this could have been so much better. This could have been special. And on this night at WrestleMania, after Shawn versus Taker, we needed this to deliver. But hey, it was all good because it didn't suck. And as long as the main event of WrestleMania, the most anticipated main event.
What is this, Cash? Remember growing up here? Motherfucker, you think I grew up in the 40s? Man, life looked weak back then, boy. God damn. Well, I guess I'll skirty home and watch the Yankees today. This shit look trash, nigga. Yo, man, shout out to the big man upstairs. Put me in the right time. That shit is trash. Let's scurry home. That looks so trash. Oh, hell nah, bro. Get this shit out of my motherfucking screen, bro. Man, this shit got it. Oh, bro, come on, bro. Let's get right, bro.
Event since 05 delivered.
What a fine shit.
Still gone
man, fine shit was not fine back then. And on top of that, I bet her ass stank with all them goddamn layers on. I'm good.
3 solid matches.
No traffic lights. Now you gonna make me look. Look at him. Well, I guess I better skedaddle. Where the fuck is you running to? Nah, bro. I'm super good on that era, bro.
At this point, the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. As long as we got a banger main event, it was a wrap, and all we needed for this blood feud was an absolute war. After a wife was RKO'd, a house was broken into, a wife was kissed while she lay there unconscious, a father and brother-in-law were hospitalized, something had to give, somebody was gonna die, somebody was getting hospitalized. Nah, screw somebody. Triple H was.
He got lots of video different areas. I'm gonna click it next.
As a top dog of the industry, of the company, the most evil character in WWE history was being cemented at WrestleMania. 5 years in the making. It was time. Randy comes out, main event, WrestleMania 25, looking his absolute best. Triple H gets his yearly $50,000 cosplay entrance.
What
the
the
world
fuck?
Was watching after a month.
He almost bust his ass.
Triple H gets his.
No, I gotta watch this entrance in person, because what the fuck was that? At least the beginning. Excuse me, bitch. I don't want to see your phone. Hey! The fuck is this? Well, I guess I'm in a stadium now. Woo! Come on now. Fuck yeah! This shit sounds so ass. If I pause right here, I wouldn't be able to tell if this is the motherfucking nigga. The motherfucker look like he belong in Mortal Kombat. This nigga can't, his phone is so ass, you can't tell me that's not Sub-Zero. If I just randomly popped it out, hey, what Sub-Zero is this? This shit looks fucking ass. Weak ass phone. What the fuck was that?
Yearly $50,000 WrestleMania, 5 years in the making. It was time. Randy comes out, main event, WrestleMania 25, looking his absolute best. Triple H gets his yearly $50,000 cosplay entrance. The world was watching after months of build of everything we chronicled. Main event of
2009, I don't care.
Gonna be
I'm gonna look back at all eras and shit on them.
There's only gonna be one man left standing, and best of all, the bad guy, the villain, the evil one was winning.
Random thought though, I just feel like too many niggas had this spinning belt. Like, and I know wrestling niggas hate this belt from what I'm learning, but okay, after John Cena, they should have just went back to the other belt. Like, it just don't make sense for Triple H to have this belt.
Left standing, and best of all, the bad guy, the villain, the evil one was winning. The match starts, and what the fuck was this? Triple H and Randy Orton drop a stinker for the.
He look good with it though.
Idiots. These, you
this
know
was
what?
a
My
stinker?
bad, not idiots. These geniuses at the WWE After constructing a masterpiece of a storyline, after all we talked about, after making this a must-see violent WrestleMania
it was
main
so
event,
ass. How do you
decided
ruin
to make the
this?
stipulation that if Triple H gets counted out, or more importantly disqualified, he loses the title. What? Why in the blue fuck was this match not a no DQ match or a last man standing
Real
or
shit.
a street fight? Or
Bro, he kicked his fucking wife, dad, and brother-in-law in the fucking head. Put this nigga in handcuffs to have him watch him DDT your wife off the damn side of the off the damn sorry, not the term, off the ropes. Then kiss your wife in front of you. Like, why is this no DQ? This was stupid.
Mom on a pole.
And why is it not no DQ?
match. Why? It genuinely does not make any. What was wrong with them? You spent months making this man, building him as a terrorist. You have him do this to a man's wife. Everyone just wants to see a war, regardless of my bias and who I want to see win. People just want to see violence. No, sorry, you're getting a 23-minute
Take my time. I got you, bro.
Classic. Sorry, this is actually inexcusable. The 23-minute bore, 23 minutes of Triple H wrestling. What the hell? The whole point of this was to see Triple H kill him or try to kill him. Instead, we're out here doing this. I knew it was cooked when the WrestleMania main event had Randy Orton trying to win the match by count out. Why? We should have had announce tables being broken, backs being broken, legs being broken, chairs, this, that. No. Instead, Triple H is gonna pick up a monitor, but then put it down because he'll get disqualified. Oh.
Come on, man. Oh, they sold, bro. They sold so crazy, bro.
Oh my god. At this point, they should have done the ending where he does get disqualified and Randy wins.
I found Triple H's entrance, but let me see it. No way they sold that crazy. And then his old ass ruined the aura by slipping. I ain't gonna lie, that bitch is kind of fire. This shit kind of fire. Bro, and then you got this nigga walking down with all this energy. Pissed for a DQ match? Oh, they sold so crazy on this. This is wild.
Wins. It would have sucked still, but at least it would have been better than this. But it's fine. It's fine. At least after 21 minutes, we get a ref bump. Oh, wow. Praise the Lord. Now that must mean the referee's down. We're probably going to go crazy now, right? It's finally time for all hell to break loose. The stipulation was probably just there to build up to this and tease us. It's finally time. No, Triple H is the one punting Randy for some reason. What? Hits him with the
I don't mind a punt.
Once. Pedigree 1, 2, 3. Who the hell does Triple H think? This was a disgrace. I totally forgot Triple H punted him. He should have just hit him with a shovel at this point.
Hell nah.
Forget the hammer.
Triple H punting him, not a bad thing. I disagree with this nigga, because nigga, you've been punting everybody, give him a taste of his own medicine at WrestleMania is fire, but this should have been a no DQ match.
So not only did we get the total opposite of what we wanted in terms of the match, Triple H won. Triple H just had to win. All right, Triple H just had to win. Let's take Randy Orton, make him the best heel of the 2000s, the biggest demon, and then he loses at WrestleMania. This guy won the Rumble, destroyed a whole family, and Triple H just walks in there and wins. Oh no, we need a happy ending for WrestleMania.
The crowd look.
Oh, we need a happy.
Look at the crowd when this nigga won, y'all.
And wins. Oh no, we need a happy.
Oh man.
Happy ending for WrestleMania, pal. Oh, we need a happy ending for Mania. Oh, but what about when Triple H at WrestleMania 2001? Then the heel had to win, right? It was fine then, right?
I should watch.
This was a disgrace. 23
Randy
minutes,
and Edge
wrong
versus
winner,
DX.
Wrong match. The most hyped up, well-built WrestleMania main event.
They
and
sold this
so
one crazy.
Long, and this happens. Randy
died. They sold this.
I hate this so much. I always have, always will. And rewatching this after watching the Rumble, No Way Out, watching the Raws in between, this was generational storytelling.
I don't only care about itself, but
they
back
just pulled
then,
their pants down and just took a piss all over it, just so Triple H can end WrestleMania on top, just so the face can win and we get a happy. Nobody wants a happy end. The happy ending was Randy winning. I hate how, it's fine. At Backlash, we'll just have Randy win the title. Yeah, in a 6-man tag match for it. Yeah, great. Fantastic. What a great story. This had no reason to be bad. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, this video is titled WrestleMania 20.
This whole should have been a classic.
25 should have been legendary. Because sadly,
that build up.
To this day, WrestleMania 25 is
that build up to that was fire.
And what sucks is, this isn't a bad show, not at all. This show is
How do y'all think about how do y'all think they're doing with the current build up to WrestleMania right now? So they building up. From what I know, I'm very, very, very extremely casual. Okay, but they got the Gunther J Uso stuff that they building up. Gas ass, y'all think so? And then the John Cena Cody shit. Obviously, those are the two big titles. They building that up. Oh damn, do I know anything else? I think I only know the two main storylines. From what I see, it's okay. I don't mind it at all. I got to find out what they're doing with Roman and stuff like that. I know Roman had just came back and whooped what's named them ass, but it's all right. I like what they're doing with John Cena's promos, but from what I feel like the way that I don't like John Cena's last promo because when he was talking, he said he's going to take the belt and retire with it. What that tells me, you're not winning at WrestleMania. You're not winning. They're not going to let you take the fucking belt and retire with it. It sounds fucking good. It sounds amazing. They're going to have you motherfucking lose to Cody, bro. Like, and that shit sounds fucking trash. This shit sounds trash, bro.
Is way better than I remember it ever being. We talked about it. We reviewed it.
Bro, look at this motherfucker. That's a crazy pause, but let me read this message. So he said, damn, what did it go? It said Roman, Punk, and Rollins for a triple threat match. That'd be a fire match.
There's only like two
That's
bad matches the whole show. They choked. They simply choked. The main event was
That's a fire match.
For many people, it legitimately ruined the show for the vast majority, and I can't really blame them. And that's sad because I look at this time period so fondly. It was
Nigga, is that
fun
Santino? Yes, it was.
watching every Raw and every SmackDown from January to April. WrestleMania 25 should have been legendary. Instead, it's a show that most people hate. Some consider one of the worst WrestleManias of all time, which I think is a bit much, but it just sucks because, like I said, there's only two bad things on this entire show. But when your main event
Kid Rock
that
ass
much and disappoints every single person watching, the whole show's gonna get the stink.
That's a crazy
It doesn't
screenshot.
matter what Shawn and Taker do, and it just leaves the whole situation as what could have been. But you know what? It's okay. WrestleMania 25.
This dude's channel is fire, bro. I damn, stop stuttering, nigga. Shit, that's how you know I am sleepy. Nigga, I fuck with his videos though. Matter of fact, I need to subscribe to him. Yo, anytime like we want to watch some more wrestling shit, we'll watch some of his channel, and I find a couple other people. Fire fucking videos. Fire videos.
Rings on top of my stairwell when I'm driving, I feel like a sparrow, yeah. Living the moment, love this scene. When she with me, she feel like her, yeah. V8 engine, hit different, hit the gas and it go burn. V8 engine, hit different, hit the gas and we a blur. Gas, y'all too high, about to say this so high.